Hello, and welcome back to the Leading Yourself podcast, and welcome back to our Reset Your Morning Routine Challenge. If you have missed any of the previous episodes in this series, I really want to invite you right now to hit pause and go listen to those episodes first as we cover some of the steps that lead into today's step, which is the heart of this process, crafting your ideal morning routine. Think about this step as crafting a personalized morning ritual that sets a positive tone for your entire day ahead. I want to remind you before we get started to check out the show notes of the podcast episode where you will find the Notion template that will guide you through step by step our process of crafting your ideal morning routine. Let's get started. Welcome to the Leading Yourself podcast. This is your host, Carolina de Arriba. I'm an HR professional, health and fitness coach, wife, mom, and above all things, a goal-getter. In this podcast, we're going to be digging into all things leadership, professional and career development, habits, and relationships. This is a podcast for those who want to become the best version of themselves. Those who have big dreams and are willing to embrace the journey and put in the work to achieve them. My goal is to share with you the tools, tips, and tricks to help you in your journey. So let's dig into today's episode. Now that you have audited your morning routine and gained insights into what's working and what needs a refresh, and you also have reflected on what matters most to you, it's time to put everything together and craft your ideal morning routine. Think about this as creating a personalized morning ritual that sets a positive tone for the rest of your day. We're going to break it down in very small little steps so you can craft that ideal morning routine for yourself. I'm going to cover 10 different steps. And I know that can sound overwhelming and a lot, but it's not. It's going to go by very quickly. It's very simple. And once again, you can download that Notion template to guide you through what I'm going to guide you through in the podcast today. So step number 1 is to define your morning intentions. What do you want to achieve with your routine? How do you want to feel at the start of your day every day? Your intentions are the compass that guides your routine. For example, your intention might say something like, I intend to start my day with a sense of calm and focus. Or I intend to start my day fully energized and ready to conquer the day. Define what might be that morning intention for you. Now, I also want you to realize that while you might have an overall intention for your morning routine, every morning it might feel a little bit different depending on how you're feeling, where you are, and you can make tweaks on the fly. But today, what we're focusing on is our general morning routine. So ask yourselves once again, what do you want to achieve with your routine and how do you want to feel at your start of your day? And set that intention for your morning routine. Write it down. Step number 2 is to prioritize activities. So based on your morning intentions, I want you to prioritize activities that resonate with you. This could be actions that align with how you want to feel and what you want to achieve. Go back to those values and priorities that you reflected on yesterday. If you seek energy and inspiration, consider things like meditation, exercise, or reading. If you're seeking to become stronger, maybe your focus is in a particular workout routine. If you want to feel inspired, maybe that is reading a book or listening to a podcast or picking a random quote like I like to do every day, or leveraging daily affirmations, which, by the way, in your Notion template, I have included a section for morning affirmations as well. Step number 3 is to set a realistic schedule. Create a realistic schedule for your morning routine. Consider the time that you have available before your day officially begins, and ensure that your routine is manageable and doesn't leave you feeling rushed or stressed. A well paced routine is more likely to become a habit. Step number 4 is to sequence your activities. Sequence your chosen activities in a way that flows smoothly. Think of it as a choreography of a dance. Each move should seamlessly lead to the next. The order of the factors might make a difference on how your morning routine feels. So I share with you 2 episodes ago what are the building blocks of my morning routine. And those could be done in any order, but I do them in the same order every single day because that order makes sense to me. It allows me to flow through my morning routine. I start by drinking water, then I do my gratitude practice, then I pick the quote of the day, then I hit play on my workout, then I focus on planning my day, and so on. So, what is that ideal sequence for you? Step number 5 is to build in flexibility. While structure is essential in your morning routine, it's also important to build in flexibility. Life can be unpredictable, and some mornings might require adjustments. Embrace the idea that your routine can adapt when you need it to, without feeling like that you're getting off course and or that you missed a day. The last thing that you want is to feel guilty as a result of your morning routine. Step number 6 is to add moments of joy. Don't forget to sprinkle moments of joy throughout your routine. These are the little delights that make your morning special. It could be savoring your favorite coffee, or listening to uplifting music, or spending a few extra minutes with a beloved book. You get to choose what those things are. You already have done some work in your audit on identifying what those are. Make adjustments and make sure that you always include and sprinkle moments of joy. This is going to make you want to wake up to your morning routine instead of hitting snooze and skipping it. Step number 7 is to visualize success. Visualize yourself completing that ideal morning routine. This is like a mental rehearsal, and it's going to prime your mind for success. Imagine the positive impact it will have in your day and overall in your well being. Step number 8 is to commit to start small. Remember, you don't have to overhaul your morning routine overnight. Commit to starting small and gradually incorporating new activities. This approach increases the likelihood of success and your long term consistency. Step number 9 is to track your progress. To stay accountable and motivated, it's important that you track your progress, especially at the beginning. Use a journal, a habit tracking app, or the Notion template on the show notes of this podcast episode to record and track your morning activities. Celebrate your wins and reflect on areas where you can refine your morning routine further. At the beginning is going to be an evolution, and be open to make adjustments as you try out different things in your morning routine. Lastly, step number 10 is to stay open to evolution, right? And as your goals and circumstances and your preferences change, your routine can evolve with you. So be willing to adjust and fine tune along the way. A lot of the things that you want to incorporate in your morning routine are going to take a trial and error approach until you fine tune them and you get to a morning routine that it's really what you wanted and it's really working for you in helping you set that positive tone for your day. As you embark on crafting your ideal morning routine, and I want to invite you to take action. Sit down with your Notion template or pen and paper and try to sketch out that personalized morning routine that is going to serve you best. Remember, your morning routine is a canvas where you paint the first strokes of your day. It's your gift to yourself. a deliberate act of self care and intention. So embrace this opportunity to design a morning routine that fills you with energy, with inspiration, and positivity. Thank you for joining me in crafting your ideal morning routine. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about overcoming some of the common challenges that come with your morning routine. So I'll talk to you tomorrow.